fundamental to what has gone so terribly wrong, because things have gone terribly wrong with our country in the 21st century, is that you have a Conservative Party that has become merely a name. It's become an empty shell. Some of the problems, of course, in fact, a great many of the problems go back directly to the great saint of modern conservatism, to Margaret Thatcher. There's always been, and the late great Roger Scruton understood this perfectly, the relationship between capitalism and conservatism is a much less simple one than people normally think. The problem with Thatcher was, despite the fact she in most ways was personally a very traditional conservative, she espoused a doctrine of, I suppose Oscar Wilde puts it best, doesn't he? Knowing the price of everything and the value of nothing. That you reduce everything simply to pounds, shillings, and pence. Now, it is very important. Again, conservatives should have a sense of reality, which is why a conservative government that's presided over quantitative easing should be fundamentally ashamed of itself. The magicking of money from nowhere, and we are now discovering, in fact, you didn't magic the money from nowhere. You actually borrowed it at what are turning out to be spectacularly high rates of interest. But a conservative government is not only about money. It doesn't see everything as measured only in its financial value. And what again I think has gone absolutely radically wrong is finally and this again is something that people find very hard to understand. The political doctrine that is the doctrine of capitalism is not conservatism, it's liberalism. Liberalism is the liberals of the 19th century were the party of commerce, the party of free trade, of the unlimited growth of the economy. Those, in other words, who believed, along with Mr. Gradgrind, that the only thing that mattered was money. Now, a conservative doesn't think that. They recognize the importance of money, they recognize the importance of property, they recognize the importance of balanced budgets and some sort of relationship between what states spend and what they take in taxation, which the scale of our government debt is rapidly destroying. But for a conservative, there are values beyond money. Liberalism naturally simply ends in a world in which there is no value beyond the cash nexus. And believe me, it wasn't me who said that. It was Karl Marx. And just let's elaborate that point about, what Marx says about liberalism and capitalism is they are essentially destructive because they reduce everything to money, because they reduce everything to how do you make money. Nothing is sacred. Marx actually talks about the stripping away of the sacred, the stripping away of the sacred in terms of religion, the stripping away of the sacred in terms of aristocracy. Astonishingly, exactly the same language is used by Edmund Burke about the French Revolution itself. The French Revolution, this stripping, this tearing the veil from leaving man and woman as this naked, forked creature, merely existing to fulfill immediate desire. That, I'm afraid, is where liberalism ends. And it's a terrifying thought, but the evidence is overwhelmingly true. It seems to me, in other words, that woke isn't this strange aberration in liberalism. It's its natural conclusion. If you look at the insanity of the French Revolution, again, as Burke said, that's where the application of unanchored reason, of reason simply torn away from historical rootedness and historical specificity, that's where it ends up. And I'm afraid the embodiment of all of that is the New Labour enterprise. That is our particular slow burn version of the French Revolution. And you know what? It looks to me that it's been at least as effective.